So far, being the manager of West Ham has been a daunting task. I mean, all the issues we had to deal with in our first few months, but now we're finally figuring things out. From being in the relegation zone, we've now climbed to 8th in the Premier League. And with our recent signings of Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Adama Traore, I feel like this team can achieve more. But of course, when things are finally going well, we had to deal with some issues. And this involves our best player, Jarrod Bowen. His agent has scheduled a meeting with him, and I think we all know where this is going.
Boss, you know, I'm in the form of my life. Thanks to you, I feel better than ever. But I'll be frank, Man United are very keen to sign me, and my agent has been in contact with them.
Come on, Jarrod, it's deadline day. You can't be abandoning us like that. I've literally built this team for you.
Don't worry, boss. I'm not leaving your project midway through the season, but I do want some assurances. We must qualify for Europa League at the least, and if we don't, you let me make my own decision.
And so we've just struck a deal with Jarrod Bowen. If West Ham don't qualify for Europa League, we'll have to honor our agreement and let him join Manchester United. You know what? He could have caused a fuss and maybe left on transfer deadline day. That would have put us in a terrible spot, but he didn't do that. He showed his loyalty to the club, and I can also see where he's coming from. An opportunity to play for Man United. I'm not going to be in his way in case we don't qualify for Europa League. Let's keep it fair for Bowen. And by the way, there's a reason there's been all that interest in Jarrod Bowen. He was absolutely cooking in the last episode, some banging goals. And by the way, that also means he's your player of the episode. And of course, I had to give him the finesse shot. But man, it's now going to hurt even more if we don't qualify for Europa League and Bowen leaves. To be honest, guys, I think we can do it because from what I know, usually 5th and 6th in the Premier League both get Europa League qualification, especially if a top 4 club ends up winning the FA Cup. And oh yeah, right now the FA Cup is also an opportunity for us to try and qualify. I really do think this team is in the position to pull something off. By the way, we are on transfer deadline day. The good news is Jarrod Bowen not leaving means we don't really have to worry about much. But okay, now I've just got an email from the board. We're currently unhappy with your execution over the youth academy. Don't forget, we also expected you to scout 2 academy talents and give them 10 appearances each. This is a very important part of the West Ham philosophy. Guys, I think I did an oopsie as a manager. I literally forgot about our youth academy challenge. If I remember correctly, the West Ham board wanted us to finish top 12 in the Premier League, which right now we're comfortably going to do. In fact, we're aiming for more. But they also wanted us to develop an academy. Now, we do have one player in the squad from the academy, William Power. So that is going to count. And oh wow, that's perfect. He's already had 10 plus appearances. I guess we now need to scout one more talented player and get them involved. I'm just getting through transfer deadline day. We've got no more business we need to do. This 6 million that we've got, we're going to just pump that in to get a 5-star scout, 3.4 million. Let's do it. And I'm thinking if we send him on a Spanish project to find maybe a playmaker, and you guys know Spain is basically a factory of players like that, and it's also a profile we don't really have at the club. I mean, we were trying to sign a creative player, but instead we went for Loftus-Cheek and also Paqueta because of his gambling stuff. We had to get rid of him. So maybe the scouting project in Spain could get us a good talent, and we need him to get back to us really quickly because we got to give whoever we find and scout 10 first team appearances. That is going to be a proper challenge. By the way, guys, even after that discussion we've had with Bowen, there's more interest from him. Even Arsenal want him. But Jarrod Bowen has given us our word. He's not going to negotiate any deals until the end of the season. And then, of course, it depends whether we qualify for Europa League or not. And funnily enough, we are facing Manchester United next, the club that wants Jarrod Bowen as well. To be honest, bro, a result against Man United could definitely help sway Jarrod Bowen's mind. It could show him that this West Ham project, we are building something serious. Jarrod Bowen, brilliant run, and oh my days, I can see why Man United want him. And of course, he's going to celebrate because West Ham is still his club. He's our captain as well. I personally think, boys, that Jarrod Bowen wants to stay with us. He's just challenging the rest of the team to step up, qualify for Europe, and take West Ham forward. And we just got to match his level. Matheus Fernandes. Seeing that run being made of Loftus-Cheek, it's brilliant. And Ruben Loftus-Cheek's first West Ham goal. Bro, does Jarrod Bowen really want to join this Man United team? Because we're carving them open. Bro, Bowen is just running strings around Man United now. And he gets a 3rd goal as well. Bro, we legit just sent Man United packing. Okay, this now explains why Man United are so bad. They've got Ruben Amorim still as their manager. And bro, they're actually in the relegation zone. This is crazy. Why would Jarrod Bowen want to join them? I think he's being fooled with a lot of money because there's no other explanation. I think, boys, we now need to qualify for Europa League just to save Jarrod Bowen's career. I don't want him joining Man United and ruining everything. We're now facing Leeds United in the FA Cup, and we gotta take this a bit seriously because winning the FA Cup could get us to the Europa League. But also, boys, I am gonna use this competition to rotate the squad a little bit. We've got Adama playing, Pablo Felipe, Kilman at the back, Descalz left back, who I'm really enjoying. Hermanson in goal, who's actually been pretty good. But yeah, boys, we have no room for error. We've got to knock out Leeds. Oh man, when Adama Traore runs, it's just beautiful to watch. Who can even catch him? But yeah, his finishing lets him down. Sometimes I do feel like Adama Traore maybe chose the wrong spot. He should have just gone into like 100-meter sprinting or something. I know this may sound super disrespectful, but Adama Traore kind of feels like the ISO speed of football. Okay, yeah, that might be a bit too much. But you get what I'm trying to say? I guess it does not matter when you can run like that and shoot like that. Adama Traore, I apologize for the disrespect. What a goal. Oh, Leeds United are getting into a good position. Lenny Yoro does really well. I'm so glad Yoro has bounced back brilliantly from his big injury. Because remember, in the first half of the season, we didn't have him. But since he's back, he's been a rock at the back. Pablo Felipe, good ball for Matheus Fernandes. Adama Traore, come on, man. That's the only thing that lets Adama down. His finishing is so hit and miss. But right now, it's fine. His banger was enough to get us the win. And of course, we had to draw Man United in the FA Cup round of 16. But you know what? I'm actually pretty confident about this. But first, we do have an unexpected event decided by you guys. James Ward-Prowse has taken William Power under his wing, and the duo have been practicing free kicks in training. And William Power has unlocked the Dead Ball Plus playstyle. I think this is awesome, boys. I know Dead Ball Plus isn't really going to help William Power all that much as a CDM, but if we get some free kicks and Ward-Prowse isn't on the pitch, we know who can convert them. And I mean, we already know about Declan Rice's free kicks, but now even William Power will be able to replicate that. Kind of crazy, though, that we've got a 70-rated academy player with a playstyle plus. Talking about our academy, though, I'm sure the scout we sent to Spain should be back, or has he been chilling in Ibiza on a holiday? Well, no, he has brought us some talents, and I see some good options. Rafa Ramirez, he's kind of a cam that doesn't fit our system, though, and only 60 rated. Reiko Chavez is the one that looks really interesting. Potential seems good. 65 overall. This is it. This is what we needed. Reiko Chavez is the name. Signing him up to the academy. Okay, I'm looking at his stats, and he looks like a really creative midfielder. Definitely playmaker plan is the one on him to just boost up his passing and everything. Oh, he's actually going to be insane. He's got incisive pass, tiki-taka, inventive. Yo, he's going to feel crazy in game because of this. I think we've genuinely found like a David Silva-esque player. And you know what? Since by the end of the season, we need to give him 10 appearances, I think we got to just straight away promote him to the senior team. And you know what? I'm going to put him straight away on the bench for this game against United. We probably will bring him on in the second half. If we knock out Man United here, we're only going to be 2 games away from playing an FA Cup final. But of course, things don't really work like that, so we just got to get the job done. It's not going to be easy. Castellanos still trying to set up Matheus. Got to defend against Sesko really well, but so far he's bullying my defenders. No. Mbumo did me there. I couldn't stop him. Sliding in Petrovic, big save. Not going to lie, this is probably the best I've seen Man United in this series, which is not good because it's a must-win FA Cup game for us. No, I've been opened up and Petrovic couldn't save it this time. We're 1-0 down. I don't want to get knocked out of the FA Cup, man, because then qualifying for Europa League is going to be completely dependent on where we finish in the Prem. It's a risky position to be in. Bro, this Man United, I can't even get the ball. They almost made it 2-0. William Power finding Castellanos. We haven't seen much from him, but he needs support, man. He's not really getting any runners on the pitch. Finally, Somerville makes a run, and now we could do something here. Somerville putting a cross back in. Castellanos couldn't attack it and cleared away. This really hasn't been a game where Loftus-Cheek is shine, because we just need someone to control the midfield. And is that someone Chavez? Do I take a risk putting in a 16-year-old against Man United? Honestly, boys, I've done it. Bro, he legit looks like a kid. Look at how skinny he is, bro. He's not been eating anything. Have we made a blunder, boys? Have we thrown him into the deep end a bit too early? On the ball, this is where he needs to shine. Beats one player there and makes a run towards the forward line. What can Chavez do? Looks for a pass for Bowen. Finding space, but we couldn't get the shot off. Kobe Mainu trying to shoot there. We defend that well, and now Chavez needs to get it forward. He's fighting there, and it's a brilliant run from him so far. I need Bowen to make the run. He does. Go on, Jared Bowen on the counter-attack. What can he do here? We need some support. It's coming, but it isn't. We wasted that attack, bro. Honestly, Chavez, though, has been absolutely spectacular. Lovely ball for Somerville. But again, a big mistake from his end. He couldn't control it. And well, that's our FA Cup dream crushed. To get knocked out, that too, by Man United, who've been awful this season. And this kind of now makes Jared Bowen's transfer more plausible, because the only way we've now got to qualify for the Europa League is going to be the Premier League. Just 8 games to go, Bowen. We need to cover up 5 points on Newcastle. Actually, that's doable because we've got a game in hand. But I'm not sure if 6th would guarantee us Europa League. Usually it's 5th. For 6th, you kind of got to get lucky with who wins the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. Okay, so this is good. Man City or Liverpool, one of them is going to win the Carabao Cup. And both of them, I think, are going to get guaranteed qualifications. The only thing that can now get us into the Europa League is finishing 6th. And we're also going to need some luck in the FA Cup to have one of the big teams win it. Actually, we could aim to finish 5th, but that's like 60 points, man. There's no way we're closing a 13-point gap. But 6th in the Premier League, that is very doable. We got to focus on that. Another thing we got to do is pretty much play Reiko Chavez for every single game. I've already given him 2 appearances this season, but I need to give him 8 more, and that's exactly the amount of Premier League games we've got left. I really don't want to upset the board, so I'm thinking in every game we'll at least bring Chavez off the bench. That should get him to 10 appearances, sort him out. Plus, to be honest, he's a proper talent, this lad. Let's try and develop him like we did with William Power. Now, for this game at the Villa Park, we'll keep Chavez on the bench and we'll bring him on in the second half because, hey, Villa are a good team. They're in the top 4, I think. But you know what? Apart from that FA Cup defeat, I feel like we have been in good form, especially in the Premier League. So let's keep that going. Oh, Castellanos looking for a ball here for Jared Bowen. Oh, the touches there. The touches were so good. It was brilliant from Bowen. And that is why I want him to stay at this club. Goal number 13 in the Premier League for him. It was that little toucher that got him past the defender. It was kind of Messi-esque, bro. Castellanos again really well to find Jared Bowen once again. When he's on this left side, he feels so good to attack with. Linking up here with Somerville. Couple of good touches. Who breaks through? Couldn't finish. Guys, this is something to look at for next season. I feel like every time we get a chance with Somerville, he ends up scoffing it. I know we've still got 8 games left this season. A lot of work to do. But we got to start planning early. Especially next season if we're going to be playing European football. And I do think I'm going to put the left wing position as a transfer target. But now, though, it's going to be difficult to defend. What a save, Petrovic. Also, boys, before I forget and completely ruin our Youth Academy challenge, gotta bring on the young boy Chavez. He still looks like a kid, man. It's kind of crazy, though, that we've got 2 academy talents on the pitch right now in the midfield as well. And let's see here what Chavez can do as he controls that midfield. That is something different about him. He can really move the ball nicely. Looks for Bowen. Now we're moving it around really nicely as Somerville goes through. I think he's onside, and this time he kept his composure. I cannot believe this easily we've managed to outlast Aston Villa. Todibo managed to get a 3rd as well. We're still 5 points off Newcastle, man. This is tight. Against Crystal Palace here, I am thinking maybe it's time we give Chavez a start. I want to see what he's all about. Do you know what? Sometimes I've even seen the 7th place team in the Premier League get Europa League football. It could be possible for us. You never know, but let's aim to, of course, finish in 6th. And with Matheus Fernandes playing like that, it is possible. Chavez. Oh, and that's a lovely pass here for Jared Bowen. He's controlled that in his stride nicely. And Chavez continues to make the run. This could be a huge moment. Young Chavez couldn't get the shot off. It is going to be absolute cinema when he does end up getting his first goal. I can see that happening. We are being opened up here, though, as Chavez is doing a bit of the defensive work, which he does not shy from doing. He made a bit of a mistake. We block it. Palace is still coming at us. It's awful, but Petrovic, big save. Oh, Somerville has finally woken up. I've just been speaking about replacing him. If he plays like this, though, we won't have to do that. And we just keep marching on, boys. A win against Palace as well. To break into that top 6, though, we're going to need more consistency. Let's try and beat Brentford here. Again, by the way, I'm really enjoying Chavez in midfield. He's actually growing in his overall as well. So why not just continue to play him while he's getting all these performances? We saw the difference William Power made. Castellanos seeing Chavez making a run, and here goes our young Spaniard. He's not the fastest of players, but he's doing his best. Tries to cross it in. Jared Bowen's header goes wide. One thing about Chavez, though, look at the energy. He's pressing constantly. William Power looking for Chavez. 2 players built right here in West Ham. As we try and get it to Chavez, he couldn't get the shot off. Somerville, though, looking for Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Finding a bit of space, striking it so well, we deserve the goal. Chavez tries to head it. That was awful. Chavez again, smartly done to release Somerville. And can we do something from this chance? Somerville's got the pace. Can he get it inside, though? He can. Lovely ball for Bowen. How did we not score? Second half, and I feel like I need some creativity in the team. And it's crazy I'm doing this, but I'm going to bring on Matheus Fernandes for Loftus-Cheek because Chavez is actually playing excellently. Bowen. Looking for Castellanos. That first touch was brilliant, and the Argentinian gets his goal. Feels like a while since he's been on the score sheet. Is that Todibo trying to drive the ball forward? I've seen everything now, it feels like. He's kind of confused on what needs to be done. Looks for a pass, messes it up. This is why centre-back should just stick behind. Hold on, if we concede because Todibo thought he was Messi, thank God for William Power there. This is bad though, Mateta. They've opened this up. Fair enough. I knew when the ball went to Mateta, Brentford were going to score there. Not sure if a draw is going to be a good result for us, boys. We need to push. Gonna bring off Chavez now. We need Ward-Prowse. Adama Traore is well coming on. James Ward-Prowse looking for Matheus Fernandes. I see Adama making that run. Got to get the ball to him. Maybe a cross, but with his left foot, it wasn't good. Our midfield is going to have to create something. Conjure up something here. Jared Bowen now on the ball. Couple of good touches. But look at how deep Brentford are. They don't care about winning this game. Okay, Matheus Fernandes has done really well. Couple of good touches. William Power now inside for Ward-Prowse. What a chance. No, he hit it straight at the keeper. That could legit cost us spot in the Europa League next season. It could lead to Bowen leaving. Well, there is one player that's definitely leaving, and that's Callum Wilson. He signed a pre-contract with Mallorca, but this is really bad, guys. It's looking basically impossible now for us to get into the top 6. I mean, there is a sliver of hope. If we do beat Newcastle, things could happen, but I'm really not sure, boys. We're gonna need a big result here, and then also we're gonna need Newcastle to drop points. All of that, will it happen? I don't think so. But as I said before, even 7th place could get us Europa League. Right now, anything is still possible, but I guess the focus should be on just winning this game. Bowen cutting inside. This is what he loves to do. Finesse shot saved. William Power once again on set-piece duties. Can he get this one in? Needs a bit of power. This is a good delivery. Castellanos' header was really bad. What a ball that is. I mean, Newcastle, fair enough. Bruno Guimaraes with the shots. Lenny Oro defending well. Anthony Gordon missing. I think that was a let-off. Bowen looking out wide for Somerville. Oh, the dribbling was on point. Looks back for Castellanos. How did we mess that up? Oh, this is bad as Anthony Gordon almost scored. How? William Power with the howler. He's not had a bad moment like that throughout the season. I think this is where we're figuring out the weakness of this team. Qualifying for Europa League might just be a bit too much for what we have right now. It's starting to hit me, bro. These could be some of the final games Bowen plays for us. Oh, brilliant ball for Jared Bowen. He isn't going to leave the club without scoring. Of course he isn't. We still keep fighting. That's what Jared Bowen does. Why does it feel like even the team knows it, and that's why they're celebrating with Bowen like this? And that is full time, and I think the draw effectively means we can't get top 6. And yeah, boys, 7th is all we could do. To be honest, we gotta just look at it from the perspective that we were a relegation club at the start of the season when we took over. 7th is still incredible. The board are really happy with me. They wanted us to get top 12, and we went beyond that. Also, we developed 2 academy players, one of them being William Power, and of course Reiko Chavez, who we did end up giving 10 appearances. So on all fronts, the board are happy with us. But the only thing I don't know is the future of Jared Bowen. As things stand, we shouldn't be in the Europa League. Man City won the Carabao Cup, but they're already in the Champions League, so who gets their European spot is a big question. FA Cup was won by Arsenal, who actually won the Premier League, so who gets their Europa League spot? There is still a sneaky chance we might make it in the Europa League, but I'm not entirely sure. But that is going to decide the fate of Jared Bowen. I can't believe this is how we're ending Season 1. An incredibly successful season, kind of overshadowed with what we're gonna do with Jared Bowen. But regardless, boys, our journey is not gonna stop. We're taking West Ham from relegation fodder all the way to Premier League and Champions League glory. The journey will continue in Season 2.